I served as a reconnaissance soldier in a remote jungle operation when I was 23 years old. This happened 12 years ago. I still wake up at night hearing those sounds. There were 6 of us. Sergeant Miller led the team. Then there was Cooper, Hayes, Red, Martinez, and me. Our mission was simple: move through a dense section of jungle, survey a suspected enemy route, and report back. We were expected to return within 2 days. We never did. The first day was normal. Hot air, mosquitoes, mud everywhere. The jungle seemed endless. Trees blocked out most of the sunlight, turning noon into a dim green twilight. By evening, we made camp near a small stream. Everything felt ordinary until midnight. I woke up because Martinez was shaking me. "Danny." His voice trembled. "Danny, listen." I sat up. At first I heard nothing. Then I noticed it. Footsteps. Slow footsteps, circling our camp. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Something was moving through the jungle. The strange part was the rhythm. It sounded human, but it never got closer. It just walked in a circle around us. For nearly 20 minutes, Sergeant Miller ordered everyone to stay quiet. No lights, no movement. Eventually, the footsteps stopped. Nobody slept after that. The next morning, we found footprints. Huge footprints. Human-shaped, but far too large. Each print was almost twice the size of a normal man's foot. Cooper laughed nervously.
"Maybe a giant lives out here."
Nobody else laughed. By afternoon, our radio stopped working. Complete silence. No signal, no static, nothing. That was when Miller decided to head back. The problem was, we couldn't find the way back. Every direction looked the same. Every tree looked identical. Even our compass seemed wrong. The needle spun slowly, never settling. The jungle felt different, almost as if it had shifted around us. That night we heard the footsteps again. Closer this time. Much closer. Crunch, crunch. Moving between the trees. Watching us, waiting. Hayes finally lost his patience. He grabbed his rifle and rushed into the darkness. We heard him shouting. Then silence. A few seconds later came a scream. A horrible scream. The kind that freezes your blood. We ran toward it. Our flashlights cut through the darkness, but Hayes was gone. We searched for hours. Nothing. No body. No blood. No footprints. Just empty jungle. The next morning, only 5 of us remained. Nobody spoke. Nobody needed to. Fear was already spreading through the group. That afternoon, we found Hayes, or what was left of him. His dog tags hung from a tree branch, 20 feet above the ground. Nothing else, just the tags, as if something had placed them there deliberately, to show us, to warn us. That night, nobody slept. Around 3 in the morning, Red whispered something. "What is that?" I looked toward the trees. At first, I couldn't see it. Then my stomach dropped. There was a face, a pale face, standing behind a tree, watching us. It looked human, almost, but the eyes were wrong, too large, too dark. The face slowly disappeared behind the trunk. Miller immediately pointed his rifle. "Who's there?" No answer. The jungle remained silent. Then we heard movement. Not one set of footsteps. Several. Something was surrounding us again. Reed fired first. The gunshot exploded through the darkness. Then everything went insane. Branches snapped. Leaves rustled. Something moved incredibly fast through the trees. Too fast. Much too fast. Martinez screamed. I turned just in time to see him being dragged into the darkness. 1 second he was beside me. The next he was gone. We fired wildly. The muzzle flashes lit up the jungle. But I never saw what took him. Only shadows. Moving between the trees. Watching, waiting, hunting. By sunrise, there were only 4 of us left. We started running. No plan, no destination, just away. Away from that place. Hours passed. Then something impossible happened. We found our own campsite. The exact same campsite. The same fire pit. The same footprints. The same stream. We had been walking all day, yet somehow we had returned to where we started. I remember Cooper beginning to cry, not loudly, just quietly, like a child. That's when I realized we weren't lost. Something was keeping us there. That evening, Cooper disappeared. No scream, no struggle. He simply vanished while walking behind us. One moment he was there. The next he wasn't. 3 of us remained. Miller, Reed, and me. The jungle grew quieter every day. No birds, no insects, nothing. Even the wind seemed absent.
It felt dead.
Like the entire forest was holding its breath. Then we found the cave. A massive opening hidden beneath tangled roots. The air coming from inside smelled rotten, like something had died. Miller wanted to investigate. I wanted to run. He won. We entered. Our flashlights revealed scratches covering the walls. Thousands of scratches, as if something had spent years clawing at the stone. Then we found bones, human bones, dozens of them, maybe hundreds, old, broken, scattered everywhere. And among them were military dog tags. Some looked decades old, others appeared recent. Miller picked one up. His face turned white. The tag belonged to a soldier reported missing 30 years earlier, before any of us were born. Then we heard breathing, deep breathing, somewhere ahead. Slow, heavy. Our flashlights shook. The breathing grew louder, closer. Then Reed screamed. A hand had grabbed his ankle from the darkness. Something pulled him away, fast, unnaturally fast. His flashlight disappeared into the black. His screams echoed through the cave, then stopped, just stopped. Miller and I ran. We didn't look back. We burst from the cave and sprinted through the jungle. Branches tore at our skin. Roots tripped our feet. But we kept running. Night fell. Then I heard Miller shout. I turned. He was aiming his rifle behind us. At something, his face showed pure terror. I followed his gaze. For a brief moment, I saw it. Tall, thin, pale, standing between the trees, at least 8 feet tall. Its arms hung far below its knees. Its eyes reflected our flashlight beams, and it was smiling. A huge, unnatural smile. Then it moved. I have never seen anything move that fast. One blink, and it crossed the distance. Miller fired. The jungle exploded with gunshots. I ran. I ran without stopping. I ran until sunrise, then until noon, then until I collapsed. When I woke up, I was lying beside a road. A rescue team found me several hours later. I was dehydrated, starving, barely conscious. They searched for my team. They found nothing. No bodies, no equipment, no evidence. Officially, they were listed as missing in action. Sometimes people ask me what I saw in that jungle. I always tell them the same thing. I don't know. Maybe it was an animal. Maybe it was something else. But there is one detail I never mention. One thing I have kept secret for 12 years. When rescuers found me beside that road, there was a footprint in the mud next to my body. A single giant footprint, as if something had carried me there. And before leaving, it had stood beside me, watching, waiting, deciding whether to let me live